We're going to talk today about mass-produced versus custom-built knives. Before we jump into that, I want to talk about the use of knives, and of course, whether it's mass-produced or custom-built, they're going to cut. With mass-produced knives, you're going to have various grades of steel, stainless and carbon steel, and some of the steel is going to hold an edge and some won't hold an edge very well at all. I just want to bring this up as an example. This is a knife that is not worth the metal it's made out of generally. You've got the blades, you've got scissors, and it's fun to carry around as a pocket knife. Yeah, it's actually not even fun because it's too big. That won't hold an edge, hardly worth anything. Give it out for 5 years of service for wards, and that's about all it's good for. These are some fixed blade knives, Mora knives, and they'll cut, but they aren't going to be personalized like a custom knife will be. The materials and the price are going to be different than a custom-made knife, but they are readily available, and that's the thing that is good about custom-made knives, or mass-produced knives. Sorry, and custom-made knives are the craftsmanship, depending on who the craftsman is, the knife maker, then it's going to be an amazing work of art as well as a functional knife. I personally prefer Mora knives because they're inexpensive, anywhere from $10 to $40, and they have a good steel, they have a good edge, a cutting edge. This is one of their originals here. And you can see the Scandi grind. You see how that grind is? It goes up about 1/4 of an inch or a little bit more. This is a carbon steel knife. Mora has generally color-coded their knives so that red is carbon, blue is stainless steel. These are excellent knives. Most of them are not full tang, so that this knife will probably only go somewhere right around here. Nevertheless, I oftentimes will use it and pound on this handle. And they say not to do it, but I do it because it works. And if you need to have some wood split, that's what happens. That handle was birch wood. This is a knife that is carbon steel. Beautiful knife. I like this. This safety guard is on the front here as well. Has a good heft and a feel to it. The blade's a little bit wider right there, and if you want to use this carbon steel as a flint and steel striker, you're going to need to take your file and make these corners 90 degrees instead of kind of rounded like that. So you just file off the top right there. This is a brand new knife, and so that's why this hasn't been customized yet. Stainless steel. You can see that this blade isn't quite as wide as the other one, or as deep. But this one is made for the youngsters or for those just starting out. Has that finger protection there as well. Excellent knives. When I go to primitive skills gatherings, most individuals, if they have a knife that is mass-produced, it's a Mora knife. Now, here's a fairly custom knife. I say that with a caveat that this is a Mora blade. I put this stack handle together and just epoxied these different sections of wood in here. And again, this isn't a full tang, but it's right here. I purchased this from a fella. I think his name is Myron at Rabbit Stick. Custom-made knife. And he took a piece of steel that was already around and tempered it and cut this edge onto it. I think this is a U handle, I believe he said. I would say if you're going to go with mass-produced, and that's probably the one you want to go with while you're learning, get a Mora knife. Or a similar knife made from a reputable dealer. There's some Finnish knives that are out there, and I know Cold Steel sells some as well. Thanks for watching.